Alright, before I get started, setting up, I just pulled off the highway. Before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakwadash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and safety to all the Sasiakim. Just out here pushing His word in truth and in all sincerity, okay? Shalom to you, you sisters that are the Aqua that are out there as well. All right. Another morning video. Today's Tuesday. You know, yesterday spirit just wasn't with it. I couldn't. There was a lot going on between the job and traveling, so I didn't get a chance to do one of these yesterday. So, but here I am today. You know, one thing that I wanted to speak on in this is was that Daniel. I'm driving, of course, but I want to say that Daniel, the 7th chapter, the 18th verse, I want to say. I get it confused. You know, I'm getting older. That he shall wear out the saints of the Most High. I think that's Daniel 7. And shall change laws. And, you know, one thing that we've been doing as prophets, you know, starting with the apostles and elders, going back, you know, several decades ago, 3-4 decades ago at this point, is, you know, these scriptures, we've been prophesying, you know, telling you of things to come. But when you read Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, it tells us that what? That, wait for it, for it shall surely, for an appointed time, and it shall surely come to pass. And even that scripture, I would say, to a certain extent, we're really feeling it. You know, we're really feeling it now. You know, he's always worked Jake. You know, he's always been a slave master, a taskmaster. You know, in this society, and you know, and this is being motivated or inspired by my own goddamn life, but just talking to a lot of brothers, you know, like personally, you know, and some things are just shared, but in, you know, just personal conversations. You know, it seemed that within the last this year, I could say really 2023 for a lot of us, and if you're watching this, you could, you know, maybe comment or, you know, just, you know, yeah, this year it's gotten harder, man. It's gotten, like, there's no such thing. I got, you know, in years past, it was always been a struggle to, you know, make money and pay bills and maneuver and get things done and so on and so forth. You know, just different things. You know, but this thing has increased to a level where I'm, at this point in my life, I'm 7 days a week at this point. You know, between, like today, we're in the Sabbath right now, you know, but I'm on my way to work, as a lot of you are, you know. So even with that, you know, I don't even get, you know, sabbaticals, you know what I'm saying, rest days, and I feel like that's not a charge against me. You know, I put that sin on Esau. I put that sin on this society. I have to go to work. You know, because I'm scheduled. I couldn't tell them, hey, you know what? New moon coming on this day. So from this 4-week period, I need Tuesdays off, and then the next one you can't do that. And certain jobs allow you. I've had jobs in the past. That's why I can speak on this. I've had jobs in the past where I tell them I'm what's the word? Volunteering my time or some shit, and I get the Sabbath off. If it was a Wednesday, I got it off 4 weeks straight. If it was a Tuesday, I did, you know. But this space of which we are in now, between the expenses of life and working, it's and families and the truth, you know, the truth comes first, but it's becoming difficult. All right. So the scriptures say that he shall wear out the saints. So we're all worn out, brothers and sisters. Trust me. If you're conscious So what the hell is going on? There's no way you're not in a worn out space. Now, the scriptures say we are perplexed, but we are not despaired. So we're not hopeless with it. We're just tired. You know, Micah 2:10 tells us that what? This is not our rest, for it shall surely pollute us. Because to achieve that rest in this place, something polluted has to occur. Okay? And I'm not talking about even having money. Okay? I'm not talking about even having more money. Even if I made more money, it wouldn't change my condition. So, it's an attitude with it. For the love of money is the root of all evil. When you love this money and you go for it, you're gonna be able to position yourself for those moments of rest. And that's a fact. Whether it's the money to travel, the money for the travel expenses, etc., 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 you're gonna be able to have a certain level of rest, especially with these heathens and Edomites. Okay? They're living paycheck to paycheck and us living paycheck to paycheck. It's two different things. That's why they're complaining more and they're protesting. You know? And that's why another reason why these places are protesting. All right? People are motherfucking tired, man. Gotta say it like that. You don't like the colorful words or, you know, the four-letter words, then cut this off, block me, and go watch Joe Osteen, man. You know? Go watch T.D. Jakes or somebody. Because they're not going to talk on these things. They're going to tell you why you got to tighten more to get the life that you want to look for. That's why you got to, hey, I'm going to say this here. I just got finished watching last night. They cloned Tyrone. Must watch. Must watch. Okay? They show you in that movie how the churches is involved and dumbing you people down and keeping you on stupid. This food, the fried chicken, goddamn fried chicken, right? The fried chicken, the music, all of these things are weaponized. The scriptures tell us that we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities. Physically, I don't be necessarily beat the fuck up. Not necessarily. I'm pretty sure same with y'all. But when you include how you're physically tired, spiritually tired, mentally tired, nigga, you tired. And I'm saying that from an element of individually, but as a group, this place of America, these Americans, these citizens, for the most part, 90+% of them are worn the fuck out, man. And this is why you're seeing in high measures, protesting. August 1st. Hold on real quick. Come August 1st, if UPS, the brown trucks, they don't reach a deal or an agreement, they're going to protest. They're shutting down. Matter of fact, fuck protesting. They're protesting now. If a deal is not met by August the 1st, they're going on strike. Okay? See, the scriptures tell us. You got to understand Isaiah the 19th chapter. One of my favorite chapters. That the Lord said, I think Isaiah 19-ish, 19 and 19, that the Lord said, I shall send forth a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt, as a drunken man swaying to and fro, and there shall be no work for the head or the tail, the rush, the tail or the rush, however, I roughly paraphrasing again. See, this is perverse. Okay? I promise you, all of us, if you live in these metropolitans, I'm not even just going to say, no, I won't say all metropolitans. I won't. You live in a city like Atlanta, right? I'm going to tell you, everybody that lives in Atlanta, truth or not, we drive way more than the generations before us. Gen X, Boomers. Okay. See, I'm not one, and I'm just a little. It's not even side. I say a side note. I'm not one. There are issues with the youth, Gen Z. Everybody loves to just throw one because really everybody don't know the breakdown of the ages of the other groups. So Gen Z, the young ones, which is only, I want to say, everybody from 15, 16 maybe to 21, maybe 21, 22. Most 24-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 26-year-olds, maybe. That's Gen Z. A lot of this is millennials or 25 and from 25, 26. But that's another point. But what I'm speaking to is these old people. They're not going to comprehend this. So they like to talk that bullshit of, oh, I had to walk 20 miles in the snow to school. Right? That's the ongoing joke with OJ. It was just extraness. The average person in Atlanta, I bet you, drives 25 to 40 miles to work every day. And that's just the measurement. That's not including the traffic. Friday, I drove just regular driving. Me going to work, me leaving work. My rib had to go to work, picking her up, taking her to work. Total of 50, maybe 60 miles in a day. It took me 3 hours. I drove 3 hours. I had 3 hours of driving on Friday. 3. On top of already working. Had to work, right? So I did my 8. Then 3 hours of driving puts me at 9, 10, 11 of total, being in work mode. To then go home and still, it's not as if like you get a break from work shit. Like yesterday, I had to go home and cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? The whole 9. Bear me. A lot of people will talk shit and, oh, you're complaining. Hard work this, hard work that. That bullshit thought process. That outdated lie that's been being told to us that what? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Hard work pays off. Hard work does pay off, but not in an exploitive society that we are in. The society exploits your hard work. So again, in fact, Park, I got a second. I'm going to read this real quick for the sake of, I wanted to put a precept in here. Let's get it. Bear with me 1 second as I find this book. Daniel 7 and 25. Then it reads, he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times. So, come on now. Daylight savings, there's a fight over changing that. The seasons, times, regular time, how long a day is, all of this minutes, seconds, times, and all of this stuff. This is a time measurement according to Esau. Okay? All right? The Lord doesn't deal with earthly times in that regard. That's why we measure the times diligently with what? Prophecies. We don't measure the times with, well, look at the time. It's 5:06 on the PM. God is coming back. It doesn't work like that. Okay? So he's changing times. And shall be given in his hand until a time and a dividing of times. And that time and a dividing of time is a 100-year period. So about a 350-year period is when this devil, we were underneath him, which leads into Revelation, going into the hour with the beast, and and so on and so forth. But that time is up. A time where he would nurture us. That's why we're extra worn out. And I spoke about this a few weeks, and I'm gonna close here, because we got to remember, with this wearing out of the saints, it's like ancient Egypt. When we were in Egypt, ancient Egypt, the Egyptians, when Moses was rising up to get our freedom, he was like, oh, y'all got time to search for freedom? Well, shit, let me add more work to you, stress you out more. That's why in 2009, 2010, for brothers that was around during that time period, hell, even if you weren't in the truth, but you just were into the spirit of truth, man, I don't even know how I was doing it. I was watching 4, 5, 6, 8 hours of videos a day. I'd have a video on. I'm not even talking about just truth videos. Sit down and watch a 5-hour documentary. I don't got time for that shit no more. That's why these lessons, for me, my lessons personally to the viewers, I try to keep it in the sweet spot between 10 and 20 minutes, man. Because I understand I don't want to stretch this out to 2 hours long unless it's a camp video or a sit down. But to each his own, but for me, because I don't have time. Right now, I'm 10 minutes till I gotta clock in, and I'm going to try to eat this breakfast real quick. And then the race is off. The race is off for the rest of the day. Until the evening, and even the day, I'm not done. So we're all worn out. Keep fighting, keep enduring. This is where the Apostle Paul made it. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. All right? So keep fighting. You're not alone in this. I understand if you're tired, because I'm tired. I'm not tired of the lessons and the work. I'm tired of this. This shit is tiresome. And so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.